What's going on?
Okay, so I was walking right here by the Marathon. I was going there to get a drink, but I was coming from the neighborhood, right? So I'm coming this way. I had my purse on this arm, but because, like I said, I donate plasma, it was hurting me. So as I went to transfer my purse, he come up and snatched my purse. And as he snatched my purse, I bucked it after him. Like, I took off after him. Grabbed a hold to the side of his car. As I grabbed the side...
Driver's side or passenger side?
Passenger side. It was locked. So I tried to bang his window out, right? Why my dumb ass did that, I have no idea. I wasn't thinking, right? I had just got my prescriptions. I had everything in my purse. I was trying to get my purse back. It has my kid's social, my social.
Okay, how close were you to the gas station?
I was right.
One house, two houses, three houses?
I was at that one house.
The first house?
The
If
very
I would go
first
up here
house.
and I make a right
That
on the
very
road,
first house.
I'm going to pass the gas station in the first house, and you're directly in front of it
I was
on the sidewalk.
Yes, sir.
You want to look at my map and points? Okay, so look.
I'm right before the gas station.
I understand. We're trying to help you out, okay? Here's Beach Boulevard. Here's the gas station right here at the Marathon. This is Northwest 2nd Street.
That's the street I was on.
Can you do me two huge favors? Can you ride out there, get an address, and can you see if they got a camera there or across the street or anything like that? Yeah. And then, or any of the surrounding houses right there, and then just 56 back over here while I figure out what's going on. Alright, appreciate it. Alright, so you transfer your purse from the right arm to the left arm. Alright, okay, what happened then? Do you see the silver Ultima? What then?
I just kept walking.
Okay, you
I didn't
passed
think
the
nothing
car?
of it. Yeah, I didn't think nothing of it. I just kept walking.
And then you transferred your purse over?
And then I went like this, okay? Completed the transaction, right?
Okay.
But this is not a good arm for me. When he came up from behind me, he snatched my purse from me.
Snatched the purse from you?
I turned around, came out of my flip-flops, and bucked it.
When he took your purse, what did he do?
Jumped in his car and tried to hit it.
How far away was his car from where he's...
Oh, not very far, because I can't run fast. You know what I mean? Then I proceeded to run. I was able to run to the car and grab a hold to the passenger door and try to bash out his window.
And the door was locked or
and
something
the door
like that?
was locked.
Okay.
And he hit it.
Okay, then
But
what happened?
I'm still holding on.
What are you holding on to? The door handle? Okay, then what happened?
I fell.
Okay. And
That's
he
when
just
I
continued going?
continued going.
And you fell as he punched the gas and took off? Your injury is where, on your left arm?
I have injury in my left arm.
Okay, hold on a second. Road rash. Left arm. Okay, what else?
My knees, but I fell on my knees.
Left knee or both knees?
Both knees, I fell flat. I bam.
In your stomach? Are you pregnant? I remember them saying something about that.
I don't know.
You're not sure? Okay.
That's why my sister's taking me to the hospital.
Okay, not a problem. Do me a favor. Raise your right hand for me. Do you swear that everything you told me is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, so everything you said was true, right? Okay, I'm going to take a couple pictures. Let me just stand straight. No, let's actually do me a favor. Let's go. Bravo. Stand by. Right there. All right. Okay, put your arm straight out like that. All right. And you're going to have to lift your dress up a little bit. Let me get that knee. And let me get the other knee.
I'm sorry.
I don't recommend you waiting 4 hours to call the police on a robbery.
I know. I was just gonna report everything because it's like, you know what I mean? Like, to have you guys come out here for this, like, what's really gonna happen? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'll get a police report.
No, we'll catch the guy. There's camera footage everywhere over
I
there.
didn't know, honey. I don't know.
I mean, when a crime is committed, you need to call us. Like, I'm just letting you know, like, waiting this long. I mean, hell, there might have been an officer sitting right down the street from there. 2:20 p.m.
On November 1st, 2024, Palm Beach County officers responded to a delayed robbery call in near a Marathon gas station on Beach Boulevard. Surveillance footage collected during the investigation contradicted the complainant's sworn statement in its entirety. This analysis examines the legal framework governing false police reports, controlled substance offenses, custodial rights advisement, and charging discretion under Florida law.
Silver Nissan Altima comes into view across the street, 204 Northwest 1st Street. Female and male. She points to the alleyway, starts walking there. He locks his vehicle, starts walking over there as well. And 221, they go out of camera view in a little alleyway, which is behind the gas station. 225, the male runs out and the female runs towards the vehicle, at which point she falls down, begins walking northbound, goes back into the little alleyway area, picks up her sweater, flip-flops, and walks into the alleyway, presumably to go get her purse. Comes back out with her belongings, purse in the right hand, and walks away to the gas station at 226 off-camera view. Alright, Miss Kimberly, come over here for me. You're the sister? Alright, just give me 30. Just go inside for a few minutes while I talk.
I can't leave my car.
Okay, well, you can go hang out in your car.
Okay.
Alright. You remember when you raised your right hand? You raised your right hand? And I was like, you swear that everything you told me is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yeah.
Remember doing that?
I do.
And then, I don't know
You
if you
took
saw me,
pictures?
I
Yeah.
took a picture of that.
I know you recorded
That
it.
is a sworn statement. And if you lie to me, you're going to be charged with a felony at that point. For making a false statement. I'm just letting you know what a sworn statement means, okay? So, are you sure you don't want to? I'm watching the exact video of everything that happened. Would you like to try again to tell me what happened?
The only thing that I
No.
Yes.
I want you
Yes.
to tell me the truth.
I
Because
can't.
I'm not out here wasting my time,
And I don't want you to.
okay? Well, right now,
You are.
both of us are,
Right.
okay?
And
Would you like to tell me the truth as to what happened? Because if you lied to me from this moment forward, I will put you in handcuffs. I will take you to Bethesda. You can get checked out there, and I will personally drive you to Palm Beach County Jail. And you'll be charged with a felony.
Yeah, I don't want
Okay?
that.
I'm watching the exact video of everything that just happened.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
So
when I was walking from the check cashing store, I walked towards. I actually busted a U-turn because I was not past the gas station.
tell me the f***ing truth.
I
I'm
am.
pissed.
I'm
Okay?
telling you.
You're wasting my time.
I'm telling you, I walked towards the gas station. I went to walk out of the gas station, towards the gas station to get a drink. The guy called me over to the car. I spoke to him, right? After we had conversation, that's when he took off. He grabbed my stuff and took off and ran towards the car.
Where was this conversation done at?
Right there at that house, right on the other side of the fence that I was telling you.
Why did you fail to mention? And your story is not completely different from what you told me, because we can play back your story,
Oh, no.
and that's not your story.
Not at all.
Why
I was
did you lie
scared
to
to
me?
tell you that I talked to this dude.
What were you guys doing when you were off to the side
Oh,
behind
he
the
was,
bushes?
honestly,
No, I want you to lie to me.
no, I'm not gonna lie to you. Honestly,
Well, you've been lying
he
to
was, I know, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't want to go to jail.
You're
I
this
have
close of
kids.
going to jail. I promise you that right now. You're very, very close.
I'm not trying.
Tell me the truth as to what happened.
He was trying to get my prescription. That's what happened.
Were you selling it to him?
No, he was trying. Honestly, he was gonna buy some of them off of me, right? And that's what was gonna happen. And I was
So
like,
you were going to sell him drugs.
I was gonna sell him some of my prescription. And when I told him I'm not gonna do that, that's when he snatched my shit from me and bumped into the car. And that's when I ran after him.
How much were you going to sell the drugs to him for?
It was $12, and he wanted $15.
$12 for each one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you make the sale to him?
No, sir.
Okay. How do you know this guy?
I don't. That's the stupidest.
Just randomly saw a random guy and offered to sell him stuff?
He called me over to the car, asked me if I partied. I said no. And then he was like, oh, well, what's that?
Y'all were going for 4 minutes, over 4 minutes actually, behind the bushes.
Standing there because that's what he was trying to get me to do. And I'm like, dude, I'm not doing that.
Not trying to do what?
I'm not gonna give you. He was like, oh, keep that going up in price, like going in amount wise. I was like, no, I'm not. No, I'll do 15. I don't even know you.
$15.
I know 15 pills. You know,
15
and then I was like, no. You know what? No, I'm not doing that. And as I told him no,
that conversation took 4 minutes to happen.
That I swear to, I put this on my dead mom. Like I swear. At this point, dog, I love everybody.
So would you like me to tell you what she did?
Yeah, please, because this is her husband. We're so confused.
Well, let's go out the window or something. Are you familiar with what she told you happened earlier?
She told me somebody snatched her purse.
Yep, that's what she told us.
She was selling drugs, and that's what happened. She lied to us about everything.
Says she knows.
Yeah, she met up at the gas station. They met down the street a little bit. Unbeknownst to her, it was on camera. So she wasted 2 officers' time with a sworn statement, so she's going to jail on a felony charge.
Oh, God.
It's her personal property. I can get your ID so I can...
She got a baby.
Yeah, you don't make fake police reports
Hey.
because you want to sell drugs.
I didn't know.
You don't like the fact that you
didn't know.
wanted more or wanted to pay less.
You know?
Is she pregnant?
Yeah, she thinks. I'm pretty sure she is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she is. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Making false statements against the law. You were doing a narcotics sale. You're lucky I don't charge you with that also.
Florida Statute Section 837-255 prohibits knowingly giving false information to a law enforcement officer concerning the commission of a crime. This is a first-degree misdemeanor, punishable by up to 1 year in county jail and a $1,000 fine under Florida Statute Section 775083. Statute requires no formal oath, only knowledge and falsity. Surveillance footage contradicted the complainant's account at every material point. The purse was not taken, the encounter was not random, and the personal documents she claimed were stolen remained in her possession throughout. Underlying transaction constitutes a separate criminal offense. Florida Statute Section 893.131a prohibits the sale, delivery, or possession with intent to sell controlled substance. Prescription medications are controlled substances under Section 893.03, regardless of whether the seller holds a valid prescription. Selling them outside a licensed pharmaceutical transaction is a third-degree felony, punishable by up to 5 years in state prison. The complainant's on-camera admission, made before Miranda warnings, is legally admissible as a voluntary pre-custody statement under established evidentiary doctrine. Miranda v. Arizona 384 U.S. 436 established that custodial interrogation triggers mandatory rights advisement. 2 timing errors commonly arise in patrol-level investigations. Advisement given too early shuts down a cooperative voluntary interview. Advisement given too late renders post-custody statement suppressible under the exclusionary rule. Here, the officer administered Miranda warnings at the precise constitutional moment upon establishing custody before continued interrogation. Pre-custody voluntary statements are admissible without Miranda. Post-custody statements made after voluntary waiver are separately admissible. 0 suppression issues arose. The informal hand-raise oath administered in the field warrant scrutiny. Florida Statute Section 837.02 governs perjury and requires a formal oath in an official proceeding. A field hand-raise does not meet that threshold. The officer's suggestion of felony perjury exposure was technically imprecise. That imprecision is immaterial to the arrest, however. Florida Statute Section 837.055 operates as independently of any oath requirement. The charge stands on its own merits. Florida law vests broad charging discretion in law enforcement. The officer possessed clear probable cause for a felony arrest under Section 893.3, reported by the complainant's own on-camera admission. As the Supreme Court held in Bordenkircher v. Hayes, 434 U.S. 357, charging discretion is a core executive function, immune from judicial review, absent a constitutional violation. The decision not to pursue the felony drug chargee was contextually defensible.
She's gonna have to go to the hospital because she's pregnant and she hit her stomach.
No, but what's the process of all this? I know you're upset with me.
You're going to the hospital to go get checked out because you made a statement that you hit your stomach and you want to go to the hospital and you think you're pregnant. So he's going to take you to the hospital and then you're going to go to Palm Beach County Jail.
I understand that. But
That's
what
the process.
happens after that, though?
I don't know. Whatever happens after that happens after that. You're going to jail. I don't know. You'll get a bond, baby. You want to take a guess as to what the charge is?
Well, I know I lied to you, but I've never been in trouble.
Making false statements.
Just not telling you the full truth. Is that?
Yeah. You told me maybe 10% of the truth. That's about it. 90% of it was a lie.
I didn't mean to disrespect you, though.
I'm past that, okay?
That's legit.
You lied. Alright, I'm required to warn you before you make any statement that you have the following constitutional rights. And I'm telling this because now you are in custody, okay? Alright, you wish to speak to me right now?
If you need me to answer anything.
It's just got to be a yes or no.
Yes or no.
Okay. Alright, Miss Kimberly. Tell me again what happened.
At first, it was, he said, well, I'm going to get like 10 of them. And then he went from 10 to 12 to 15. And I said, no, I'm not doing all that.
Hold on. Okay, then what?
So then he was like, oh, well, come on, you can do a better deal than that. And I was like, no, I'm not doing no more. So as I went to go and, put my stuff up, that's when he grabbed my shit. And
when you say shit, what is shit?
My shit.
Okay. So at no point did he steal your purse and all that stuff?
Sir.
Where is your purse right now?
I got rid of my purse.
Where's all your stuff at? Your ID, social security card, and all that stuff?
I have it.
You initially called the police to say you were robbed. And you made a sworn statement where you raised your right hand to me and said you're not lying about anything. And you said you were robbed and you gave me that story about robbing. And you blatantly lied to me.
Yes, I did.
So you made false statements to the police and you tried to file a false police report. You tried to say your ID, social security card, all that stuff was stolen. Well, none of that was actually stolen. You have possession of all that stuff.
I do, sir.
So I'm just curious. This is me being curious now. Did you think we were going to go arrest him for robbery? Because...
No, honestly, I didn't think you would ever even catch him. Honestly. I legit didn't even think that you were going to
So you for some reason thought it was a good idea during a drug deal to let me call and say I was robbed.
The investigating officer receives an A-. Evidence was built before confrontation. Miranda was administered the constitutionally correct moment. Medical care was arranged per established detainee welfare standards. Charging discretion was exercised with professional maturity. The minor reduction reflects technical imprecision in framing the field hand raise as felony perjury exposure, tactically effective but legally overstated. Kimberly receives a D+. She filed a deliberate, detailed false report under Section 837.55 and admitted to a felony drug sale under Section 893 on camera. Partial credit reflects eventual cooperation and remorse appear to have directly influenced the officer's decision not to pursue the felony charge. 3 legal lessons emerge. First, false report liability under Section 837.55 requires no formal oath. Knowledge and falsity are legally sufficient. Second, filing a false robbery report to recover property taken during an illegal transaction multiplies criminal exposure far beyond the original loss. Third, third-party surveillance infrastructure has fundamentally shifted the risk calculus, false reporting. Law enforcement access to commercial and residential camera networks means video-contradicted accounts are now routine, making false reports more likely to produce charges against the complainant than the intended subject. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe for more legal breakdowns off police interactions. Thank you for watching.